Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we have an interesting issue that has raised the worldwide community's interest. Prepare to be surprised as we plunge into the surprising turn of events surrounding China's largest $100 billion mega projects. China is investing trillions of dollars to build massive infrastructure projects in Asia, all around the world. From China's largest transportation operation for a $100 billion skyscraper, to a $100 billion project that left Australian scientists shocked, and to a $800 billion new megacity project that shocked American engineers. Let's embark on this interesting journey together, as we uncover the amazing story of how, where, and when China built these mega projects. We will discover the fascinating considerations that inspired these major projects as we dig into the fascinating world of the makers. What is it about China building mega projects? Join us as we examine and know if there is more to the story than joining us on this journey. Stay tuned to discover the reality behind this. China's largest transportation operation for a $100 billion skyscraper. The world's largest spar platform, standing 339 meters tall and weighing 70,000 tons, was transported from Korea to Norway by the semi-submersible heavy vessel Dockwise Vanguard. This vessel, owned by Boskalis, is 200 meters long and over 70 meters wide, with a carrying capacity of up to 123,000 tons. The ship's unique feature allows its deck to sink 27 meters underwater, enabling it to carry heavy cargo without a bow, accommodating unusually shaped items. After nearly 2 months and 16,600 miles at sea, traveling at 24 kilometers per hour, the platform arrived in Norway and was positioned using 11,000 gallons of water. The transportation of the world's largest self-propelled machine, an excavator made by the German firm Krupp in 1978, has become one of the biggest operations in history. This massive excavator, used for trenching and mining, is still in use today and powered by numerous electric motors with a combined power equivalent to a small city's energy needs. Whenever the excavator is moved to a new work site, it generates unprecedented public interest in the transportation operation. In 2001, a massive excavator traveled 22 kilometers to a new site, crossing farms, minor roads, rivers, power lines, and a railroad track. The journey required certain areas, particularly grassy ones, to be covered in sand or debris. Similarly, the U.S. Space Shuttle program, which ran from 1982 to 2001, saw its final mission in 2001, with Californians witnessing the shuttle's last journey to the California Science Center in Los Angeles. Moving at 2 miles per hour, the shuttle traveled through city streets after 400 trees were cut down to make room. Additionally, in China, a recent architectural masterpiece of 1 to 2 million square meters has been built, featuring towers connected at the top by a horizontal skyscraper with a clear gallery, standing 250 meters tall. A 300-meter-long bridge in China, capable of accommodating around 3,000 guests daily, weighs approximately 40,000 tons, with 12,000 tons of glass. The construction involved lifting a large section of a skyscraper to a height of 250 meters, making it one of China's largest skyscraper development projects in recent years. The curved structure offers a stunning city view from the top, with glass floors on the observation deck. Part of the Raffle City project, which includes a retail mall, hotel, offices, and residential flats, the 8th skyscraper cost nearly $3.5 trillion. Additionally, American Tim Brown moved his ancient house 900 meters at a cost of $400,000. Tim Brown moved his 480 square meter Victorian-era house to preserve its historical significance while freeing up land for new construction. The move, which took 8 years of preparation and involved 600 personnel, allowed him to maintain the beautiful old house while meeting his needs. In 2016, elevator maker Mahmoud introduced a revolutionary heavy transport technology using hydraulic trailer-mounted boosters, which can drive 6 axles with 1,000 horsepower and more than 40 tons of force, surpassing standard heavy-duty transport methods. The new propulsion system eliminates the need for multiple trucks while handling high loads over challenging terrain. The adaptable generators can connect to different trailers, making it possible to transport lengthy loads and navigate sharp curves. These power amplifiers work in extreme temperatures, ranging from -42 to 50 degrees Celsius. Wind turbine blades, often over 90 meters tall, are manufactured in economic hubs like China and transported globally, including to hills and mountains. In 2019, the Jackson heavyweight vessel, with a 6,000 square meter loading area, transported 136 of the latest blades, including 118 for energy company Vestas. The vessel's deck is larger than a football field. Transporting 60-meter-long, 12-ton wind turbine blades involves a week-long loading process before the 18,500-kilometer journey to Ferrol, Spain. To navigate hills and mountains, heavy-duty and retractable semi-trailers are used. For highway turns, paths are carefully planned, and obstacles like trees and lights are removed. Autonomous trailer control allows sharp 90-degree turns without manual intervention. For more challenging routes with cliffs and hairpin turns, trailers equipped with 360-degree rotating vane hydraulic lifting systems adjust for the load's center of gravity and angle. Some trailers can carry blades up to 70 meters long, with some blades weighing up to 88 tons. China's unbelievable $100 billion project. This project left Australian scientists get ready to be mesmerized and enthralled as we explore the breathtaking spectacle of this mind-blowing $100 billion megaproject, which is shocking Australia. China is advancing with the construction of a large iron mine in Guinea, expected to be operational by 2025. Despite being the world's second-largest economy, China relies heavily on iron ore and has outdated industrial equipment. Recently, tensions between China and Australia led China to reduce its reliance on Australian iron ore and collaborate with Brazil and Mongolia instead. This move surprised Australia, with German media calling China lucky. The $100 billion project, the Simandou iron mine in the Simandou mountain range, is significant due to its vast reserves. The Kori area in southern Guinea has one of the world's largest iron ore deposits, with an estimated 2.4 billion metric tons grading 65%. The main deposits are located about 550 kilometers east of Guinea's capital, Conakry. The Simandou iron mine in Guinea consists of two deposits, each about 7 kilometers long and up to 1 kilometer wide, separated by around 4 kilometers. These deposits have a combined potential output of 2.25 billion metric tons of high-grade iron ore. China and Australia are connected to this mine due to the production of hematite and related minerals in the area, which has caused concern in Australia. Previously, Australia held the mining rights to the Simandou iron mine, but they withdrew their support. China has since taken the lead, securing mining rights and making significant progress toward constructing the mine. This $100 billion project is expected to be operational by 2025. The Simandou iron mine in Guinea, valued at over $200 billion, is a key asset for China, whose economy, while the second largest globally, still relies heavily on iron ore due to outdated industrial technology. China's strained relationship with Australia has led it to seek alternatives to Australian iron ore. China recently secured mining rights for the Simandou iron mine, previously owned by Australia, which has surprised Australia and may impact their relationship. This move highlights China's serious efforts to secure its resource future. 1. Computer project to conserve water. Guinea has benefited from China's support, including construction aid for the Eat Water Conservation Project, which addresses water and electricity needs and allows Guinea to export power to neighboring countries earning foreign currency. Although Guinea's exports to China, including metal rods, timber, animal products, iron ore, and aluminum, are growing, they still represent a small portion of Guinea's total exports. In 2014, Guinea's exports to China were just 1.7% of its total exports, amounting to over $3 million, compared to China's total imports of $1.48 billion. With 46% from Australia and only 0.83% from Guinea. Guinea is also known for its high-quality aluminum resources. Guinea has significantly increased its iron ore exports to China, reaching 100% of its global iron ore sales. Starting in 2006, Guinea began exporting timber to China, which initially made up 2% of its total foreign exports, valued at $72.2 million, and this proportion is expected to grow. By 2009, exports to China decreased by 62% to $3.96 million due to political factors. However, by 2011, exports to China had risen to 68% of Guinea's total exports, totaling $70.3 million. 2. Construction of railway. In gratitude for its support, Guinea has received Chinese assistance to build a railway, which has boosted its trade. The most significant project is the Simandou iron mine. An international consortium backed by China invested $14 billion to develop a 650 kilometers railway and a deep-water port in Guinea in exchange for rights to exploit high-grade iron ore. The joint venture, including Guinea's Société Minière de Bokeh, Singapore's Winning Shipping, Shandong Weizhou, and China's CN Sport Group, secured rights to mine blocks 1 and 2 in the Simandou range. which is believed to have the highest grade iron ore in the world. The deposit, which is considered to be contained in 2 trips of 7.5 kilometers in length and 65% humidity, is thought to be deep in southern Guinea, and some estimates put its potential worth at more than $100 billion. Also, let's delve into how China's billion new megacity shocked American engineers. The Chinese government recently announced its plan to establish a new province in northern China in a contemporary city. China is developing a new metropolis, similar to projects like the Shenzhen Special Economic Zone and Shanghai Pudong. This new city is part of China's National Area Project, launched in the early 21st century as part of the Millennium Plan. The president of China is focusing on large-scale programs, including revitalizing trade routes through the One Belt, One Road initiative. The concept of this future city generates both curiosity and practical interest, reflecting China's ongoing efforts to expand and modernize its economic structure. On April 1, 2017, China's State Council announced the creation of the Xiong'an district in northern China. This ambitious project aims to establish a new city starting at 100 square kilometers, eventually expanding to 200 square kilometers, located 100 kilometers from Beijing. The site was chosen strategically to alleviate Beijing's environmental, population, and congestion issues. The new metropolis will help relieve Beijing of administrative tasks, allowing the capital to focus on other functions. The Xiong'an project is designed to revitalize the regional economy by introducing innovative and unconventional solutions. Located in an area with a rich history of economic activity, Xiong'an aims to serve as a model for future city developments in China. Announced as a national initiative, it is compared to the Shanghai International Financial Hub and other transformative projects, evolving from a small fishing village into a modern metropolis. The project's goal is to construct a large city from scratch, drawing on China's experience in developing major urban centers. The construction of Xiong'an is expected to create jobs for 5 million people. The city is being developed to address various issues and aims to be a cutting-edge, eco-friendly metropolis using advanced environmental and information technologies. It will feature a clean, picturesque environment with blue skies, fresh air, and clean water. To achieve this, China must provide high-quality public services, enhance infrastructure, implement a new city management model, and establish an efficient green transport network. The project also seeks to drive structural and institutional reforms, create a future-focused industrial area, and strengthen transportation links, including access to global maritime channels through the Qiant port. Several infrastructure projects, including the new Beijing Daxing International Airport, are underway near Beijing. The leaders for the new city are selected for their expertise in future city planning. During the COVID-19 pandemic in spring 2022, many competitors stayed home, prompting the development of housing designed for comfort and self-sufficiency. The goal is to create a smart city with a coordinated physical and digital infrastructure. The new smart city in Xi'an will feature next-generation infrastructure, including advanced intelligent sensing technologies and future-oriented telecommunications networks. Since there is no existing model for building a smart city from scratch, Xi'an is pioneering research and practical actions in this area, leveraging lessons from other smart cities worldwide. The city is collaborating with top universities, research organizations, and construction firms to develop smart city standards. A high-speed line connects Xi'an with a new region 100 kilometers away, which will integrate unmanned vehicles, artificial intelligence, and green technologies. The new area, around Xilong, is expected to house 2.5 million people and aims to be a cutting-edge urban economy. Every day, 17 pairs of trains travel the 91-kilometer highway between locations at speeds up to 300 km/h, taking less than 50 minutes for the journey. For instance, the trip from Shenzhen to Beijing Capital International Airport takes 19 minutes. Over 4,000 businesses have been established in Xi'an, with more than 2,000 focusing on tech services, IT, software, and research. The city has become a hub for technology startups due to the relocation of major Chinese tech firms. Additionally, from 1927 to 2022, over 27,000 hectares of trees were planted in the Xi'an region, supported by AI-based facial recognition technology used in various sectors. Over 100,000 construction workers are diligently working on projects in Xi'an, adhering to strict COVID-19 measures. Forest cover has increased by 30%, enhancing air quality in the environment. Nearly 300 construction sites are active, with infrastructure focused on 5G technology to support unmanned services, autonomous vehicles, and efficient city management. An investment of approximately $580 billion over the next 2 decades aims to transform Xi'an into a leading technological and business hub. The Chinese government is also striving to provide 100% clean energy for new travelers through renewable and low-carbon sources, contributing to Xi'an's appeal for top tech companies. In reality, severe regulations and even bans on enterprises with significant carbon emissions will be reinstated, and the new zone would use around 52% electricity for energy. The last bus stop for this video, China's new most dangerous construction project. Due to the scarcity of fresh water, we will discuss the wackiest project in China. China plans to build what could be the world's largest water pipeline from Lake Baikal to its interior. Experts believe Lake Baikal, the world's deepest and largest freshwater lake, has enough water to supply over 500 million people. However, this could threaten the lake's unique flora and fauna, which are already under environmental threat. The proposed project has raised concerns about the impact on the lake and has strained relations between Moscow and Beijing. The Chinese government plans to use Lake Baikal, known as the Blue Eyes of Siberia, as a tourist attraction to help address the country's freshwater shortage, particularly in water-scarce regions. Scientists and experts have confirmed the feasibility of this ambitious project, which involves constructing a 2,000-kilometer-long tunnel, making it the largest of its kind. Concerns exist about the potential draining of the lake before the project is completed. The initiative gained significant attention following a 2015 meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi, where the project was highlighted as a key element in reviving the Russian economy, which had been impacted by the Ukraine crisis and international sanctions. China's investment in Russia, including spending billions of dollars, is driven by strategic interests rather than just goodwill. A Chinese company based in Xinjiang signed a 49-year lease in 2015 for 150,000 acres in Siberia to grow rice and other crops. The primary goal of the project, however, is to build a water pipeline from Lake Baikal through Mongolia and the Gobi Desert to the Gansu province in China. The 2015 agreement for the Landau Neighborhood project in China focuses on developing a water pipeline, which is technically feasible and financially promising. This project aims to address freshwater scarcity in the region and is expected to be profitable for both China and Russia. The plan includes pumping about 2 million tons of water annually, with Beijing planning to market this water both domestically and internationally. The trademark, "The Will of the Earth," has already been registered in Europe. Russia will use a significant portion of the water sales revenue to improve infrastructure in Siberia. The proposed vaginal water pipeline project, stretching over 2,000 kilometers, poses significant challenges. It would require power equivalent to a small hydroelectric plant to pump water through pipes of about 1 meter in diameter. Estimating costs is complex, but currently, pumping 1 cubic meter of water costs about 60 cents, while the market price for the same amount is around $2.50. This disparity highlights the financial implications of the project and raises questions about its economic viability. The profitability of the China water pipeline project is uncertain, especially regarding whether the water will retain its purity and healing properties after traveling through the pipeline for 7 days at a speed of 4 meters per second. Chinese investors are preparing for potential issues by establishing a bottling plant for the water. This plant, managed by the Agua sub-company, will ensure the water remains marketable, even if the project's primary goal faces challenges. Despite legal issues and a court ruling initially prohibiting construction, the Chinese government successfully appealed, allowing the continued building of the water bottling plant next to Lake Baikal. This highlights the strong Russian government support for the water sale to China. Additionally, there is a plan to transport water using a rail pipeline that stretches about 12,000 kilometers. This method, along with the existing pipeline and bottling operations, aims to achieve a net profit of several $billion annually by supplying 40 million cubic meters of water, without affecting its special qualities. The fact that from February 22nd, the Chinese media has started to heavily publicize items whose overall meaning is reduced roughly is another indirect proof of the Chinese desire for Lake Baikal. The largest freshwater lake on Earth, like Baikal, is intimately connected to the Chinese people and has been for centuries. In the past, these lands were known as the pastures of Sioux, and today they are famous as the Blue Eyes of Siberia. It remains to be hoped that the Chinese would maintain their country name in order to carry their massive goals. And giving so, many more generations will be able to enjoy Blue Eyes Siberia. Thank you for joining us in this fascinating trip as we successfully looked out. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe talktive for more mega construction projects videos. Thanks for watching.